Hey guys, I'm Zack Hughes, a United States Army veteran who spent just under 6 years with 7th Special Forces Group. Growing up as a child, I always knew I wanted to be in the Army. My grandfather was in the Army during World War II. Two of my uncles were in the Army during Vietnam. As a child, these were my heroes, but I didn't exactly know what job I wanted to do. So I dove in and decided that the Green Beret path was for me. Going through the Special Forces qualification course was hard, but fun, and I found a calling and ultimately graduated as our class ECHO valedictorian. After graduation with my Green Beret in hand, I showed up to my Special Forces team as the new guy, who was eager to provide value. Within 6 months, our detachment deployed to Afghanistan and we were ready to get to work. What I didn't know is that this trip would be full of the most rewarding, fun, and ultimately life-changing events in my life. During a 28-day mission in the mountains of Afghanistan, one of my teammates and I were ambushed by over 30 ISIS fighters, where I sustained some injuries from an RPG attack that ultimately led to my early medical retirement in August of 2019. Being told by medical professionals that I could no longer be a Green Beret was devastating. It felt like someone was ripping away my childhood dreams. Pivoting from my team was an identity crisis. My entire life was wrapped up in being a Green Beret. Things didn't start being productive for me in my transition until I started working just as hard at transitioning as I did to become a Green Beret. During and after my transition, I decided to take advantage of the VA benefits. I went to the local Dallas VA here, which has taken over all of my medical care. I decided to use the GI Bill and go pursue my MBA, and I've decided to use the VA home loan to secure my first home this year. I currently serve as the Chief Operating Officer for Elite Meet, a veteran nonprofit organization that assists transitioning special operators and fighter pilots pivot to the business community. At any given time, we have roughly 800 transitioning job-seeking veterans. I also serve as a co-host to the podcast Mentors for Mill. The transition period is very important to me, and I've now chosen a career that focuses on mentoring individuals experiencing it. When we join the military collectively, it's the most exciting times in our lives. We wake up early, we train to stay in shape, we eat healthy, we study for the ASVAB, we tell all our friends and family about it, we dive in collectively. What I challenge you to do is stay just as passionate about your transition as you were about joining the military.